The Journey of a Dream, the story of Emma's transformation. Emma sat by the window, her fingers tracing the cold glass. The street outside was quiet, with only the occasional rustling of leaves as the wind passed through. She stared at the empty road, wondering if she would ever make it out of this small, sleepy town. It had been 5 years since she had graduated from college, 5 years of working in a job that paid the bills but did little for her soul. Every day felt the same, a monotonous cycle of emails, meetings, and late nights. Emma had dreams once, big dreams of starting her own business, traveling the world, and making a difference in people's lives. But those dreams had faded into the background. She had told herself that life had a way of getting in the way of dreams, that maybe some things were just meant to stay as fantasies. But something inside her was stirring. She knew she couldn't keep living like this. She couldn't keep ignoring the yearning in her heart, the whisper of possibility that she had buried long ago. That night, as she sat down to dinner alone, Emma thought about her life choices. She thought about her childhood dreams of entrepreneurship and helping others. She thought about the energy and excitement she used to have when she imagined the future, and how that had been replaced by routine and resignation. "I can't keep doing this," she whispered to herself. The thought echoed in her mind. For the first time in a long time, Emma felt alive. Spark was reignited within her, and she knew it was time to change. She didn't have all the answers, but she knew she had to take the first step. Next morning, Emma woke up early, her heart pounding with excitement. Today, she was going to take action. She had no clear plan, no blueprint for success, but she was determined. She had to start somewhere, and today was that day. She took out a piece of paper and wrote down a list of everything she wanted to achieve. It wasn't a detailed business plan yet, but it was a start. Emma's list was simple: start my own business, travel the world, make a difference. For the next few hours, Emma researched online, reading books, watching videos, and reaching out to people who had already done what she hoped to do. She found stories of people who had started businesses from scratch, who had faced failure and rejection but had kept going. She read about people who had faced adversity head-on, refusing to accept that life had to be anything less than extraordinary. One story in particular caught her attention. It was about a woman named Sarah who had been in a similar position to Emma. Sarah had worked a 9-to-5 job she hated for years, until one day she decided she had had enough. She quit her job, moved to a new city, and started her own company, a company that eventually became a multi-million-dollar business. Emma was in awe of Sarah's courage and determination. "I can do this too," Emma thought. "If she can, so can I." Over the next few weeks, Emma started to transform. She joined networking groups, attended workshops, and met with mentors. She was no longer stuck in her old routine. She was doing everything she could to learn and grow. Her mornings were spent reading and planning, while her evenings were dedicated to building her business idea. But of course, things didn't come easy. There were setbacks. There were days when Emma doubted herself. There were times when she felt like she had no idea what she was doing, and the fear of failure gnawed at her. One evening, after receiving yet another rejection email from a potential investor, Emma sat in her apartment, feeling completely defeated. "Maybe I'm not cut out for this," she thought. "Maybe this was all just a dream." But then she remembered Sarah's story. Sarah hadn't given up when things got tough. Sarah had kept going even when it seemed impossible. "No," Emma whispered to herself. "I won't give up. I'm going to keep going. Failure is just part of the journey." Weeks turned into months, and Emma's business slowly started to take shape. She was no longer working for someone else. She was building something of her own. The first few clients were small, but they gave her the validation she needed to keep going. Every email, every contract, every satisfied customer was a small victory, and with each step, Emma felt more confident in her ability to succeed. But the biggest change of all came when Emma realized something profound. Her business wasn't just about making money. It wasn't even about the success or the recognition. It was about fulfilling her true purpose in life. It was about helping others. Through her business, she could make a positive impact on people's lives, and that was worth more than anything else. Emma began to see her work as a way to contribute to the world. Her mission wasn't to just be successful, it was to make a difference in the lives of others. And that shift in perspective changed everything. Months later, Emma found herself standing on a stage at a conference, speaking about her journey. She was now the founder of a thriving business, and her dream of making a difference had become a reality. The people in the audience were listening intently as Emma shared her story. "I was once just like you," she said, her voice shaken with emotion. "I was stuck, unsure of how to move forward. But I made the decision to change my life. I decided that I was going to take control of my future, no matter what. And yes, it was hard. There were times when I wanted to quit, but I kept going. I kept learning, and I kept believing that I could make a difference. And here I am, living my dream." The room erupted in applause. As Emma left the stage, her heart was full. She had done it. She had taken the leap, faced her fears, and built something meaningful. She had transformed not only her life, but the lives of others. And as she walked off the stage, she realized that her journey was far from over. Years passed, and Emma's business continued to grow. She traveled the world, meeting new people, learning new things, and making a difference wherever she went. But the one thing that had never changed was her belief in herself and her ability to overcome challenges. She had gone from a small-town girl with big dreams to a successful entrepreneur with a global impact. She had learned that dreams don't just come true. They are built through hard work, perseverance, and a willingness to take risks. And Emma never forgot the lesson that had started her journey in the first place. Change doesn't happen overnight, but if you're willing to take that first step, you'll be amazed at what you can achieve.